Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, everyone. We're playing our Argonian Whispers in Shadow. Custom class. Our primary skills are I was going to say Archblade. Archery. Holy crap. And that is 100%. You can only have one mastered skill per character. And mine is Archery. Short Blade is capped at 95. You'll notice that all the skills will get capped at 95, aside from your mastered skill. And we've also got Critical Strike here. So these are all agility skills, and we have 90 agility, which is why we're pretty effective at this. And now, as for our major skills, we've got Lockpicking, Pickpocket, Streetwise. Lockpicking, we need to continue to level this so that we can get promotions through the, what do you call it? The Archaeologist Guild. That's good. Minor skills, we got Stealth, Mercantile. Mercantiles are buying and selling. That's why we buy bandages and food and arrows whenever we have the opportunity, even if we don't need those things. It's in order to get Mercantile skill ups. Restoration is for restoring our stamina. Mysticism is for teleporting. Thaumaturgy is for levitating. Illusions is to produce a candle for no reason. Very, very good. Very, very good. Okay, so what I was gonna say is we're pretty much good to go at this point. Just double checking to see if I have a question. Yes, the King of Worms has promised to tell me the secrets. Yes. If I fetch the Spirit of a Lich, just fetch the Spirit of the Lich, bring it over to him. No problem, right? So I got to kill the Lich and then trap its soul in a little scarab I've got in my inventory. No problem there. Was going to say that today the neighbor's cat has decided to worm his way in. And he's right here. This is, according to the neighbors, his name is Mr. Sir. So he's here. And he's actually kind of annoyed that he's been picked up. He prefers to just sit in the chair next to me and do nothing. Yes, meow. Okay, you told him? Okay, that's fine. You can go back then. And of course, he, having been picked up, insists on tribute. Now, this is why we have this little thing of cat food here. So, what we do is we place the piece of cat food here. Then we pick the cat up. He's going, meow, saying, no, stop it. Then, there we go. So, he'll recover the piece of food, yes. And again, this is the neighbor's cat, not mine, but he likes to worm his way into our location, so we have this little allotment for him. We dole it out over hours until he decides to leave, and that's fine. But, yeah, his limit is that container. Hey? Oh, thanks. You licked me. So I just kind of get the saliva off onto him. Like, yay, you washed me. That's what you're supposed to do. Very good. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Like, no. No. He's like, don't do that. Okay. There we go. I always have to go for the scruff, otherwise he gets a bit bitey, being the neighbor's cat and all. Yes. So, either way, let's get moving. Our goal now is to head on over. We have to... Geez, we're in Mornoth right now, and we've done a good job in Mornoth, actually. Looking at this. Yeah, we are dependable. So, but John was a zombie. Yes. Okay. Let me see here. Trying to remember if there are any other quests I was on, maybe. And the answer is no, just this one. So we should probably just kind of go to a nearby tavern, set an anchor here. It's a good place. Hello, miss. Good day. Any news? Can't think of any. Okay. Well, this is a good enough spot, I think. So we're going to set an anchor here using our mark of recall, so when we need to come back, we won't have to travel across the land the entire distance we will be traveling today. There's going to be a lot of traveling. Let's see here. All right, we are going to start by heading on over to this manor. It's just kind of a stepping stone on the way over to here. Then we're crossing the border. Our goal is ultimately to travel through the Dragontail Mountains, through Tigonis, all the way to Sentinel once we get here. Technically, we can take a boat. It would just cause a lot of time to pass. Where's the nearest port? Let's actually ask the game where the nearest port town is. And the answer is way too far away. It's actually over there. Yeah, the nearest port town is way over there. What about, okay, it looks like the Fearful Redeemer of Julianos is a lot closer, 10 hours away. So we should head for that port today, and that will get us to where we need to go. So we're still going to the same manor. We're just kind of from there going to peel off north. At least that's the goal. Now, of course, we've had our journey interrupted by giants, which I'm going to try to mostly avoid as we loop around. Yes, the Fearful Redeemer of Julianos. So we don't care for Julianos very much. We are Arche worshippers. We worship the god of life and death, not the god of logic, reason, and magic. Logic, reason, and magic, why do they go together? I have no idea. But it makes sense that Daggerfall's lead programmer would be logic and reason, because God is it broken in this game. I mean, thankfully we have Daggerfall Unity, but like, let's put it like this: Daggerfall was far too ambitious. Now, let's equip this stuff here. Good. We need a cloak, just something to cover over us for a moment, so we aren't being accosted by the sun. Very good. Yes. Well, Mornoth isn't really that empty. It's just that it doesn't have port towns. It has, like, a handful of port towns. We gotta keep going, though. Gonna take a bit. Okay. You're absorbing too much heat. I know I'm absorbing too much heat, but I'm trying to kill these giants, and they're being very annoying. So I'm gonna use the Challenger straps to do damage to both of them simultaneously. It will damage the straps, but as you can see, the one giant just fell over and died. The other one took some damage from it, and we got them both. We only lost a good chunk of our health. We could have probably just run away from this battle, but hey, we got an Elven Mace, so we'll, oh, an Elven Odachi. Okay, just want to give me money. That's absolutely fine. So let's go ahead and re-equip our travel gear. We don't want to have too much in the way of heat. We also will use the bandages at our disposal to heal. And then we need to see about this, this water skin. We're going to grab, like, I guess we're good on water skins. I was going to grab a couple more from my wagon, but I think we can just leave them in the wagon for now and switch out the depleted water skins when we have to. Everything should be fine. God, we haven't even reached that manor yet. That's the crazy part. Anyway, it's good to see you, Top Hats, by the way. I'm sorry I got horribly distracted by all the things and I wasn't able to reach you properly. But it is good to see you, nonetheless. Gonna say that we've been having a lot of fun. I made a video which was supposed to be a joke. Like, I found this like ridiculous structure in Daggerfall. It was supposed to be like this exaggerated pyramid in the vanilla game, right? But this pyramid, with the enhanced landscapes mod, turned into a straight mountain. And I kind of made a video doing that little joke of see that mountain, you can climb it. And except I said, see that mountain, there's a self-contained ecosystem up there. And when I did that, it's for whatever reason, YouTube's algorithm took the thumbnail of the mountain and the word self-contained algorithm and a self-contained ecosystem, and what it did was it pretty much just said, serve this up to everyone as a nature documentary thing. And so it was getting served to people who didn't know it was a video game. And I'm looking at 363,000 views going, what the hell? This is Daggerfall. Just like, okay. but yeah, it's so dumb. And that's what happened recently. Yeah, it's just, for whatever reason, the algorithm said that this was like, and all these people were thought it was one of 3 real life locations. Like, it's not Hell's Tower, and such. He said that's one way to grow your audience. Yeah, trick them into watching Daggerfall videos. Either way, because of the insanity of that, and people asking me details about the game and saying, I don't know how to get into it, I have no idea, I went ahead and I created a Daggerfall guide for new players. That's on my YouTube channel. So it's, we just pull this up right here. It's, yeah, so it's right next to my Morrowind guide for new players. You can see it right there. This is the new video. So this will explain where you should get it, how you should get the enhanced engine, because we want to use the Unity engine, not the original, which is terrible. And then it talks about how best to create characters if you want them to be overpowered as hell, or, and just various tips and stuff. So you said it was a great watch. Now even you can play Daggerfall. That's good. That's good to hear. And at the end, I explained some of the mods that I would use for it, basically. And I'm very happy that I was able to kind of time that. I was already planning on making one because people were bugging me, but that other video blew up around the same time. So, yes, it's kind of funny. Let's see. All right, well, let's get back to it. So, I am currently here. I need to go north. I'm thinking Xeno, or, yeah, Lacaton. Let's go to Lacaton. How are we doing in terms of water? Let's eat a fish first and foremost. But then, looks like, yeah, this water is almost empty. In fact, it is empty. So we're going to go ahead and grab some more. We're just going to grab a couple more water skins. There we go. Ooh. Hey, bears. Ah, yes. Wasn't expecting the bear inquisition. Running away? Yep, it's Spriggans. That explains it. That explains it. There's one great event in Crusader Kings 2. It's very difficult to achieve, but it's one of your family members can be revealed as a secret bear, and their portrait will actually change to be a bear. It's but you see what happens is their robe got torn, and they were revealed to everyone. Their naked truth. They were a bear. Yes. The chance of that occurring is, like, ridiculously low. And every step of the way, it has chances to fail. But if it succeeds, then the character is permanently, has their portrait Static TV, thank you for the cheer there. I was gonna say that, yeah, their portrait gets swapped out for a bear, and if they have children, those children will also become bears. Basically, like that, their bloodline can produce bear children. Yes, but it's absolutely absurd because otherwise they work just the same as normal characters and have events just like normal characters, except their character portrait is swapped out with a bear. All right, we're not going to hunt any birds. We are, however, going to eat another fish. How many fish do you eat per day? About 10. That's madness. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, I make the bear the Pope. The werebears. There are only in this game. There are only werewolves and wereboars. Oh, we found the old lady on the road here. She's hunting for I assume bears. Gonna try to pick her pocket. Just a bit of string and paper. That's unfortunate. Yes. How many fish do you eat a day? Yes. Don't worry about it. Surely nothing bad can happen. Okay. So, really quick, we've arrived at our destination. Good. There's a Temple of Stendar here. A few other things. Very good. This is a heavily modded Daggerfall Unity. It's, how many mods are we up to? I don't know, you'll have to check the mod list yourself. Okay, let's see here. Warehouse there, general store. Okay, so we got a bunch of other things. We are now going to look at the various shops here. Yes. Let's see. Grab a fish. Absolutely. Grab a bandage. Yes. What's our sash doing? Slightly used. Replace it with a new one. Yes. Let's sell the old ratty sash we were wearing before. You can have this for the scrap thread. It's garbage. Yes. Now then, arrows there. Another fish. Okay, let's check the bigger store. This is one we should really have a look at. Buy a fish here. What else? Another fish. That had a mithril pole as well. Mithril staff. I didn't decide to buy it though. Let's sell to this guy. Any junk we may have in our wagon or in other locations. Let's see. Yeah, just elven. That elven stuff. There you go. Okay, it's money. Fine. Let's go upstairs now. Buy the arrows? Yes. We only have 9,929 arrows left. Yes. Unfortunate. We expected more. Last store. This is the last shop we're visiting today. More fish, obviously. The answer is just to constantly buy fish. Aren't the fish going to go bad when I travel by boat? Yes. Yes, they will. Let's buy a short skirt to replace the skirt we were using. Need to dress light, being that it's so damn hot. In the game, I mean. Not in real life. Where it is still so damn hot. Let's go over to the tavern. When you go over to a tavern, you'll be able to refill your water skins, which is what we're going to be doing. The eat more fish. So here's the tavern, the Gold Helm. Looks good enough. There's the entrance. Okay. You talk to this guy, so you refill your water. So we're going to actually grab a room for the night. And then we'll go upstairs. Debating, yeah, most of these rooms are just a single bed, and that's it. They're pretty bad. Upstairs, there's nothing there, so. What do you think killed arena shooters? Not sure. But, I noticed that arena shooters kind of, maxed out in terms of skill pretty quickly. By that, I mean, the key to most arena shooters was to follow where the pickups were going to respawn, and then take advantage of those. So your character just moves over the item pickup as it's respawning, to the point where you know reliably, you know, if you pick up this object, you have exactly 210 seconds, or however long it takes, before it respawns. So you have an internal clock as you're going around the level, and you're bunny hopping around the level just to cross over that object again. And by picking up the power-up yourself, you deny it to other people. That's what killed games like Quake Live and Quake 3 in general for me, is when the game stopped being about, you know, just your skill and shooting, and it became seriously focused to the point where everyone was specifically running over power-ups the moment they spawn. That's the point at which the system more or less died for me. Like, I absolutely couldn't play Quake anymore once that became the de facto way it's played. It was always the best way to play it, even from the beginning. It's just most people didn't know that. It's the same thing of why RTS was kind of fun when everyone was garbage at it. Anyway, any news? I try not to spread rumors. Well, that was worthless. Okay, then. I think we'll just pick a room. This one over here. And we should just kind of cast Stamina, Balm, Light, Jumping. The Unreal wasn't a race to the rocket launcher. Correct. It was a race to the flat cannon, you damn monkey. No, if anything, the shock rifle was far better than the rocket launcher, to be honest. But there were a lot of different viable weapons than just railgun. Let's see here. Critical strike improved. Very good. Couple more of those. Should be like 7 a.m. when we finish. 8:51. Overslept. That's fine. I played Quake Champions at all? No. I watched, like, I looked at the concept of it being like a hero shooter, and I said, I don't like this, number one. Number two, when they initially said, hey, you've been invited to the beta, I was like, cool. Thanks, Bethesda. And I looked at the terms of service, and they said you agree to a non-disclosure agreement. So I said, fuck you. And I uninstalled it and never thought about it again. It was released, and I still didn't think about it. Even though if we, the beta for Quake Quake Champions had a non-disclosure agreement on it. And what is non-disclosure? What it means that you agree not to talk about it to people who aren't also in the beta, basically. The whole point of it was we don't want our dirty little secrets coming out. So anyway, Let's see here. Here, really quick, just grab a couple of these. As I was saying, if we look over here, I have Unreal Tournament 2004, like, on my desktop here. It's my favorite first-person shooter of all time. It's that simple. I will probably go back to playing it soonish because, like, all the community bonus packs and everything, there's usually always a game going. Likewise, of course, Doom is another game that I always play. Andronum, anyway. It's unfortunate the Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch couldn't be properly played on stream. It just pixelates to all hell based on the style of the game. Oh well. I don't play UT 2004 mostly as an arena shooter, though. I tend to play it more along the lines of the, you know, Assault, Onslaught. So Onslaught plays it more like a MOBA. Alright, we're going to go north to the Dead Godian. Yes. Let's see here. Look at a couple more things while we go. Or the bot could have just been slow. It was actually the bot. It was triggered by a particular phrase you used. Alright, let's see here. Ah, yes. Let's see. Nope, we're just going to keep going. We don't need to be here. We're actually going to cross the border now, I think. Yes. There we go. A fish. Yes, so we can get to the Redeemer of Julianus. It's only 4 hours away. We just need to cross the border into the next region, because this region kind of sucks. When I say this region kind of sucks, if you look at it, it's got a lot of stuff in it, right? But when we go to port towns, it has 1, 2, and this one on the island. Pretty terrible. Are channel points worth anything? Not really. I mean, unless you want to gain access to one of the emotes for a day. You know, that's... You can unlock one of the emotes that subscribers use, but otherwise, like, other people will set up their channel points to be like, if I get 4,000 channel points, they'll dance for me. Dance for me, monkey streamer, dance! No. Like, and Twitch keeps bugging me. You should add things with your channel points to improve engagement in the stream. Like, no. Be thankful that I have the ability to unlock sub-emotes with it. But yeah. Like, no, they're worthless. How about making it play a meme clip? Allowing the chat to control any aspect of the stream visually is a terrible idea. Alright. Now then. We are not going to hunt anything in the murky water. We are going to continue this way. Yes. Improve the stream by disrupting it, pretty much. Pretty much. Say my name because I gave you money. Oh, no, that's the problem. Channel points aren't even money. They're engagement. Like, if you're there, while the stream is going, you acquire channel points. If you click on a box, you gain more channel points. That's it. That's all it does. Yes. Now, choosing the clip would be extra irritating, actually, because I plays it in opportune moments, things like that. Alright. Continue? Yes. How close are we to the Redeemer of Julianos? Should be about an hour away. Yeah, we're a little more than an hour away. Hopefully my ship... Oh, I can take a ship there. Yes. Said, BTTV hides channel clips. I understand that. Alright. Let's continue this way. Yeah, this is the School of Julianos. We're gonna kind of ignore it. I have no interest in making sub-points good. Alright. Let's move on to Sentinel. Looks like it'll take 25 days and 375 gold. That is very expensive. Very expensive. And that's close to a month. Jeez. Alright, here we go. We're going to Sentinel. Watch as all my fish get converted into putrid fish. Should I hide? No. No, I should, You there, I'm taking you in. Really? A bounty hunter wants to kill me? Why? Why are you trying to take me in? What's going on here? God damn it. And it's a bounty hunter, probably from a different region. Not even the one I'm in. The real cost is my fish. Yes, they're all moldy. Eat all the fish. Shove them in your face hole. Okay. I have eaten as many fish as I can. And we should continue. Take a sip from your water skin as you plunk this guy with arrows. Doing too well. Yes. It's probably the kingdom that hates me, to be honest. He's like, this one kingdom really hates me because I've committed a lot of crimes. Now, I haven't murdered innocents, like, only a couple. And, yeah, this guy is extra tanky. So we're gonna go in with our dagger and try to stab the crap out of him until he dies. But, yeah. You can see just how tanky this bastard is. We're gonna have to transform. There we go. He was a knight. Barely worth it. Got some steel items. I'm taking the items just because. Exactly. Only a couple innocents. But not in the kingdom of Sentinel. So this guy had to have come from a different kingdom to try to take me in. That, well, good luck with him, you know? Ain't gonna do too much. There we go. We're gonna head on over to the castle because this is when the serious stuff begins. Yes, in the castle. So we have to find and kill a lich somewhere in this castle. Kind of a big deal. Alright. Ooh, we're gonna save it here as Done Gone Zero. Yes. Argonians don't die of mercury poisoning. A mere human would be blinded, of course. Which guild are you talking about? Oh my. Okay. Now, yes. I'm gonna go meet the queen. There's a lich somewhere in this dungeon. In this castle. Let's ask the King of Worms here. Yeah. So, somewhere in the dungeons of the royal castle, we have to use this scarab to trap the soul of a lich that's hiding in this particular castle. I'm gonna go meet the queen first. Say hello to her. She might have a job for us. He also has men. Top men. Hello there. Good day, Whispers in Shadow. Any news? The summoners Julianus and the apothecaries of RK have patched up their differences. So Julianus and RK no longer hate each other. That's pretty important to know. It changes the landscape a bit. Not the physical landscape, but the political landscape. Alright. Let's see here. We're going to have to dive into one of these side paths and just hope for the best. That's really what it comes down to. Here we go. Equip. Armor. And our daggers should be fine. Our bow is worn, but should be okay as well. Making sure. You know what? Let's go back to the entrance here. The bards, you say. We'll see what the bards think about me in a moment. Yes. Anchor. You do realize I've anchored halfway across the world, right? Alright, here we go. The bards, though. Is there a bard here? No. Is it too hot in here? Find out. Armor's warm, moderately dressed. So, the heat here will wear you down, it says. Should be fine. I don't see a problem here. Yes, the answer is be naked. Obviously. That is the real answer. Put on armor. Okay. We are going to now put away this stuff. And all of it. All of it! All the junk. Put the fish. Just keep eating the moldy fish until it's all gone. That's our goal. That is our plan. Shall see. Put some oil in the lantern. Use the lantern. Anything else we need to do? Don't think so. I think everything's good. Ah, yes. 5,000 gold. Very good. Alright, let's get going. So somewhere, we're just gonna kind of go off into these corners. How you doing today? I'm a loyal member of the Order of the Candle. Honored, sir. What is your wish? Any news? Let's see. Zenithar and the Quill Circus are against each other. Damn. So, Zenithar hates the Quill Circus. The Quill Circus, by the way, are a front for the Dark Brotherhood that goes from town to town, pretending to be a circus, and actually killing people. Yes. Let's see here. Hello, sir. Any news? Let's see. The Marin Knights. Nope, don't care. Really do not care. There are a lot of side passages here. Hello, sir. I suffered a grievous wrong, and now the law gives me no justice. Join me! You will be paid for your help. Sure, I guess. Let's see, let's deliver justice. The Woodheart Residence in this city. Okay. Oh God, did you see what happened to him? Oh my! Oh my! No! 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 Oh! Oh no! Oh. Okay. Where is the Woodheart Residence that we are going to go to? Oh no. Okay, Woodheart Residence. There it is. To the south. Got it. Got it. It's been marked on my map. So, Woodheart Residence right down there. It is pretty much in front. Just have to get going. Yes. There's the Woodheart Residence. Somewhere in one of these two doors is my target. Someone has been wronged. So, vengeance, innocent. Oh, got it. There you are. Hello. Cowers at the sight of you two. No question. Let's see. 4 years married, no one has ever dared approach my beloved, and now you have sullied her. Where the law fails, we will deliver. I know my wrong. Please let us work something out. I've mended my ways. Just let me live my life. So, what you've stolen, no one can ever return. You will die. Oh my. Do you wish to help? Yeah, I'll help. There we go. Battle commences. I'm paralyzed instantly. Guess what? We got free action. Yeah. Okay. Looks no better than before. I thought this would satisfy me, but not. I will not rest until I find pace and do the payment parts. Okay, then. Yeah, you don't care, do you? Very good. Very good. He's mended his ways. We're going to save it here. We killed the person. Yes. Excellent. Our follower left there. Very good. He is slowing you down. Don't worry about it. We are A-okay. That was an interesting quest. Yes. Apparently it was always a she. Yeah. We thought it was a man, but it was a woman. That's all we need to know, really. Hello there. Well met, stranger. What are you, monster? Any news? Nope. Oh no. I don't have the fedora to do such a task, I'm afraid. I've killed for money. That's what it was. I was killing for money, not necessarily for the for any other reason. It was more or less, I need justice and I'll pay you. Okay. It's acceptable to me. There's pot. Ground. Orcish shamans in this dungeon somewhere. Interesting. Hello, old man. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Carrying order. Got the... Oh, are after the Fighters Guild. Okay, so if we ever find the Carrion Order, they are against the Fighters Guild. That's good to know. Hopefully we can dive into this. Here we go. Ooh. There are over 30 kingdoms in the Iliac Bay. Yes. The air is cool now. Is it really? Oh, so now I'm not dressing warmly enough. Got it. Let's see here. fine now? Yeah, we're fine. Why are castles so much more CPU intensive than dungeons? What are you talking about? Use the INI tweak to make gigantic dungeons. Make extremely huge ones. And you'll notice that everything gets a bit laggy. Remember that... oh, I'm paralyzed. Remember that the castles not only have a ton of NPCs standing around in like a handcrafted waiting area, but then you also have a full dungeon full of enemies at the same time. So, you know, what you would originally think is, oh, this is just a bigger dungeon. No, it's like combining a town and a dungeon and then tripling the size of the dungeon. Because these dungeons are kind of huge. Means in general you have to have more assets loaded. Vampires. It's still laggy in Unity, depends on what mods you're using. And what your resolution is, and how fast your computer is, you know. All the different settings. Oof, my goodness. Vampire. Oh, I pacified her. Nice. Well, she's pacified. That's good. Let's continue on. Kill this orcish shaman if I can. Oh, gotta fight the vampire. And yeah, that orc's gonna kill me. Heal true. Okay, the vampire was killed by friendly fire by the orc just now. The orc was using an ability called Hellfire, which does AoE damage on touch. So because she was in range, the vampire took the damage too. Interesting. Why are we too hot? Unequip. Surcoat. Sash. How we doing? Hear more of them. Whole section seems to be not what I thought it was. So, yeah, there's more to the dungeon than just this, unfortunately. Sorry here. I mean, if you're using, like, the Dream mod and the, what do you call it, other mod? Jeez, I'm trying to remember the name of it now. The hand-painted models and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, it takes up over 8 gigabytes of RAM if you do that. Okay. I mean, it really depends on just what kind of mods you're applying. The details of those mods. Oh, here we go. Vampire's dead. I am yawning. Been a long day today. Got an orc here. So why are orc shamans in Castle Weyrest? Weyrest is against the orcs. Weird. Becoming a werewolf or a wereboar in Daggerfall is basically the staple of having an overpowered build. If you want your character to be ridiculously overpowered, you become a werewolf or a wereboar. If you want your life to become a living hell, you can become a vampire as well, but that's not recommended for new players. In fact, I have a new player guide I'd recommend checking out if you are wondering such things, it would be, let's see. I do actually need to attach it to the, whatchamacallit, the Daggerfall. There's the link, but I need to go into my bot settings. I completely forgot to do this, but I want to set this up here. Well, I'm used to setting that up. Commands, custom. That's weird. It is not showing up on my usual list. That just lags to death, yeah. Sorry about that. What the time? You know why I can't find it? Because it's not actually Nightbot, it's Moobot that has the Nightbot handles the timing out of people and stuff, whereas Moobot has the so okay. Just setting this up. Okay, that should do it. Let's test it. We do exclamation point Daggerfall, and we hit the play button. Be able to see myself and hear myself. First, mountains and hills. Yes, mountains and hills. Very good. So yeah, it's there. There we go. All right. The exclamation point Daggerfall works now. It didn't before, but we fixed it. Continue. Corbin Nashi. There's a ghost. Ghost hurt a lot. Thankfully, we don't have a time limit on this quest, so we can rest all we want. No big deal there. I pacified him. I didn't realize I pacified him until right after I had hit the attack button. Like, you're pacified. No, you're not. You're dead. My gauntlet's broke. Whatever shall I do? I'll have to keep an eye out for newer ones. Gauntlets seem to break more often than other stuff. At least in this. Either way, we'll find that lich eventually. I believe this is also the dungeon with the laser beams. Not too fond of this one. But we'll see how things work out as we go. Be nice to just find the lich sooner rather than later. I don't believe he's in a specific spot. I think he's just around. In one of many possible quest spawn spots. And backstab this guy. He tried to paralyze me, but my free action is still in effect there. You can get it repaired in Tasso Parrot. Well, I mean, those were chain gauntlets. I will get my Daedric gauntlets from Tasso Parrot when I arrive, after I finish all of this work. There's a lot to do, a lot to explore. As you can see, this is the opening dungeon. The opening palace. Then we got the First module, second module, third module. So we've encountered 3 of the dungeon's modules so far. Oh, thanks. I love being silenced. I think I'm about to get paralyzed, so I'm going to run away. We are not paralyzed, we are just silenced, which is good. We're fine. Take just a moment and drink a potion of heal first. Considering how ridiculous these enemies are at times. We are, of course, using the Meaner Monsters mod, which is why the monsters are mean in the first place and not pushovers. Pushovers, I say. Ghosts. Let's eat the damn fish. Oh, there are no more fish. Can't eat anymore. We've eaten too much. There's only so much room for fish. Okay, yet another module here. Great. Hate Castles, Wayrest, and Sentinel. What about Castle Daggerfall and the Totem of Tabor Septums? Oh, suddenly it's clear. We can climb up. Ow, 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 ow. Damn rat pit. We are all part of the rat pit now. So, we're climbing up. We're going over this section. Up, up, and away. Yes. Climb, damn it. Climb. I hear the laser beams. Forgot about those. They don't render quite right in this. However, we will be back. We found the correct switches. The laser beams. Yeah, apparently in Daggerfall Unity they don't pulse different shades like they should. They just stay a consistent tone of blue. Yeah, there's supposed to be laser beams, like force fields almost. You can see over there, there's more of them. So I get this elevator all the way down. Figure things out. See those other switches over there? One of which opens that up. Go figure. Alright, we're climbing. I'm gonna do a small climb first. Then there's 2 more levels, it looks like. There's a lot to do. Oh, there was a lightning bolt attached to that. How nice. Go down and see if that is fixed. Oops. There we go. No, still locked. Let's check the previous area up. All the way up. It'd be nice if I could just leap from wall to wall and climb faster that way. I can't, but it would tell me, you know, like, this is a Metroidvania now. Not really. It's just reminding me of the Metroid style wall jumping. I love that because it can be used to skip parts of the game if you're skilled enough at it. Yeah, hasn't been set up yet. That's unfortunate. At the very least, I'll get, yeah. At the very least, I will get to, get some climbing skill ups, I'm gonna say. I am tired, not gonna lie, but, I am also very happy to be able to sit down and actually play a game for a while. Been busy doing other things. Here we go, spiders. Paralyzed by a damn spider. Oh, nice. The heat... Yeah, there we go. Got it. Okay. Not the same section at all. I think that is... This is the other section behind that force field. Okay. Lot going on. Oops. Huh. Yes. Making everyone yawn. Well, I can't help it. I am physically exhausted, although I still want to play the damn game. A crazy day. By that I mean my yesterday. But yeah, as far as Shadow of War goes, I figured out that I didn't auto-mount the my second hard drive. The second hard drive was mounting, the one that Shadow of War is on, I mean. That particular hard drive is mounting when I actually click on it. Whenever I interact with it, the drive auto-mounts at that point. However, the issue I was having is that Steam wasn't, what do you call it? Oops. Okay. Many distractions. Okay. Oh, interesting. There are more options now. It opened. Okay. Let me look at this. Sorry. Okay, so if Steam starts and the drive isn't mounted, it kind of ditches that particular Steam library from its list of Steam libraries. So I had to set the drive to auto-mount when the computer started, because if Steam starts when the computer starts and the drive doesn't auto-mount, it just kind of loses all the Steam libraries on that drive's partitions. I discovered that the special way. Okay, I haven't been down here yet. I'm gonna climb. I know we're supposed to use elevators, but I'd rather get my climbing skill up. Okay. Character models. No. These are sprites. And rather high quality sprites at that. Okay. Oh, paralyzed. Everything here uses paralysis, it seems. Through free action. Very good. So that switch has been flipped. We should be able to go back up now. Screw it, we're gonna hit the switch. I was thinking about climbing it again. Like, that's too much trouble. Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. Alright. So. Still the same sections. Actually, one of the passageways back is closed, I think. Have a look here. There. Seeing if there's any other sections of this part I haven't checked out, and the answer is no. Yeah, looks like I've completely checked out this particular section. I think any other switches... Oh, damn it, I was hoping to be able to get in through here, and the answer is no, not yet. Yeah, this was a previous area here. And that has since been blocked off. The door down here hasn't opened yet. Trying to figure out exactly what we got. Eh, screw it. Down we go. This is going to take a while to figure out. I hear an orc. Definitely an orc around here. Could slip around the extra section. Oh, the ghost. Okay, so that switch I hit released the ghost from this section. That's good. That's good. Alright. We got our Daedric gear, so it's completely possible to kill these enemies. The air is cool. Now we're fine. Because the air is cool, yet we constantly have to drink water because we're overheating. Like, yeah, it's still not cool enough. Alright. Oh, that's the way to the end. Here's the problem. It's very likely Senta Indo that the Lich isn't even here. We'll check anyway. But I mean, this should be the castle's treasure room. That's the Lich. Never mind. Never mind. We got it. Okay, we are going to go ahead and use Force Bolt. Power of Arcade destroys you. He's paralyzed thanks to the Force Bolt. Now we can take the opportunity to casually backstab. We've taken his soul. As you can see, that portrait represents his soul. It's inside the scarab, but it's also on my camera there. Thanks. I could have sworn this was going to be a treasure room, too. But no, it turns out this is a mausoleum that held the Lich. So, there we go. I've got his soul. You know, Shang Tsung type. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Technically, I should be, reversing the puzzle in order to get out of here. That'd be funny, right? But I don't think that's necessary, because what we're going to do is we are going to use our Mark of Recall and teleport halfway across the region. This great tavern. Hello, miss. How you doing? Any news? Yes. Alicraw cut a deal with... Okay. Idea and do not care. We need to rest. I guess it's kind of late, so... We're gonna rest with this guy's soul. Don't worry about it. We refilled our water. Room for the night. Yes. Have a chat with the nice lady over... Oh, no, there's no nice lady over here. Interesting. This tavern is different. Her room is here. Interesting. Use oil on lantern. What can I do for you, stranger? Any news? Archaeologists and the knight's mentor hate each other. Didn't know that. Yep. You thought the King of Worms was supposed to pop up and take the Lich's soul? Doesn't look like it. Looks like I have the Lich's soul in the scarab. The scarab given to you by the King of Worms. See? He didn't pop up, so there we go. Alright, we should be clear to move on. Yeah, I think we're in good condition, so we just need to put some clothes on. How we doing? Be more comfortable if you... It's a warm summer night, and we should probably dress lighter. So we're gonna go ahead and just wear something like a sash in that. And yeah, we're fine. No. Provides almost no warmth. Doesn't matter. Everything's cold anyway. So, yes. We'll try taking it to him and see what happens, but it might just be broked. Who knows? Who knows? Technically, we were supposed to bring the soul back according to this. According to our mission. Let's see. On an unchecked port towns. And how far away is this? 5-day journey. Great. 5 days. 5 days to find out if it's broken. Now we're going to the Graven Pit. 10 hours away. It's raining. Wouldn't be a big deal. I say as I'm getting soaked. Put a damn cloak on. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yep. Yeah, but the quest is telling me otherwise, so... Yep, King Worms promised if I fetch the Spirit of the Lich, that's it. So, just need to trap... I trapped the soul already, so I don't know what else to say. We'll see what happens. We got centaurs after us. This dagger's about to break. Unfortunate. Might as well, break it. One centaur down. 2 centaurs down. We got all the centaurs. Very good. Money is ours. See here. Most of this is garbage. It's fine. Nothing else for us. Continue to the Graven Pit. Don't worry about it. Everything looks good. We'll see what happens when I get back there. Whether the quest works or not. That's close enough. Okay, we got bandits. Bandits. Never encountered those before. And harpies. Bandits and their trained harpies. Good enough. Unintelligent creatures that they are. Challenger straps, here we go. One more round. Yes. Almost done. 3 and 4. Okay. Straps it is. Straps it is. Yep. Bard and a harpy are dead. One more round. Yep, rogue's dead. Very good. Yes. Next we have to... our dagger broke, so we have to switch daggers. No big deal there. Okay. Not only is dynamic weather present in vanilla, but dynamic seasons are present in vanilla. As in, the entire landscape will change itself based on whether it's snowy or not. You know, and the textures will actually change. The weather will be appropriate to its season and its region. So, you know, go to the tropics, see it rain. Go to the mountains, see it snow. Except if you're in Hammerfell. You know, certain parts of Hammerfell it snows. Depends on what part of Hammerfell you're in. You just kind of ran through this section. Idiot. I'm gonna get through as quickly as possible, to be honest. What's our cloak doing? Our cloak's in new condition. We're fine. We just need to keep going. Yes, every combination of day/night/weather has its own music. Yes. That's vanilla. Hostile encounter, try to avoid it. Centaurs! More freaking centaurs. Just when you think the centaurs are done, there will be more centaurs. Okay, you can't carry any more stuff. Don't worry about that, because we'll put this stuff away, making room for more stuff. Eat the damn fish. Very good. Elvin Odachi. Nice. Next, we don't need the steel Tonto. No, we do not. Should be everything. Yeah, it's everything. Let's get out of here. Okay, let's have a look at our current location. The Graven Pit is way over there. I'm going to drop off at a nearby town. It's only an hour away, as opposed to the multi-day journey. More harpies. Say there are no giants. I'll kill the existing harpies and be done with it. Harpies are easy enough to dispatch. They're like skylarks. They're a kind of a racing type of animal that might jump off a cliff to attack you. Alright, we're going this way. Should be another, what, hour? Half hour? Could be right over that hill, to be honest. Really? 2 hills? There it is. I can see it right there. We're here. Thank goodness. 1 shop and a tavern to sleep in. I think we should be okay. We get in the tavern for a second. Gonna have a chat with you. Room is free, of course it is. Ah, yes. Hello there. Any news? The Order of the Hour and Dragon Tail have patched up their differences. So Daggerfall is indirectly now allied with the Dragon Tail Mountains. That is interesting. Those are the Knights of Daggerfall. Talk to her. Any news? The Archaeologist Guild cut a deal with the Apothecaries of Akatosh. So indirectly, now Akatosh and the archaeologists are working together. Isn't that nice? Okay. I'm carrying the soul of a prince with me. Someone who became a lich. And then the lich was trapped in the scarab. He'll be traveling with me for a while. At least until I get to see the King of Worms. Yes. Let me see. Yeah, we need to take him back. Ooh. Let's see here. Hope you believe in the afterlife, because you won't be leaving this place alive. Bastard. Okay. We need to ring our bell. Where's the damn bell? There it is. Bell of Wildfire. That's 1. Second bell. There are arrows coming in from a different direction. I thought there were. We'll see. This is a knight. Very tanky one at that. No rogue. Is that it was a knight for some reason. Still, seems odd for a rogue to have full plate gear and be that tanky. I guess it's just bad dice rolls on my attacks that created the illusion that it's tanky. We're not hunting an animal right now, thank you very much. I'm gonna keep going and consume ration packs on our way there. Hostile encounter, try to avoid. Failed to avoid. It's a single bandit. Top quality sprite, though. Yes. Forgot what the... True Steel. Alright, so the quest is the Lich's Soul. Yeah, according to UESP, you return it to the King of Worms. So if he just pops up, that's kind of weird. The Facing Lich. I'm scrolling down the UESP page for it because, yeah. Yeah, apparently you have to give it to the, yeah, you have to give it to the King of Worms, and if you, if it pops up, then, well, that's kind of weird. You're saying he just pops up and takes it from you? No, that might be a bug, because there's nowhere in the quest that it says to do that. Might just be a step of the quest that was triggering early. Alright, let's get going. Grab that skirt as well. The vanilla game is buggy, so you might have just got the next step of the quest triggering too early. Called out to be on the watch for bears. Oh no, there are bear hunters here. Might there be a bear? No. Might as well pick their pockets then. I pinched a single gold piece and now both hunters are after me. Trying to avoid arrows. You can see an arrow just fly off in the distance. Never very successful at being a pickpocket, sadly. But it doesn't stop me from trying. What's my pickpocketing skill up to anyway? 49%. Still fails a ton. I still think this game should have a hierarchy of peasants. Like children being the easiest to steal from, and then, you know, you go up the hierarchy and you get more skill experience as you go, you square off against harder and harder targets. And you could use your reputation to calculate how difficult the pickpocket chance would be. It's kind of funny, there is an event that changes pickpocket chains. It's Jester's Day, or whatever the holiday is called, where everyone plays tricks on each other, so like people are always on the lookout to get pranked there. So I said, wow. Yeah. No? Nothing else. Okay. I'm gonna interrupt for a second. There are no food. We can't have any food buffs, unfortunately. Nope. We just gotta keep traveling. How close are we to the manor, anyway? Pretty damn close. Hour away. So. Yeah, the bandit is kind of smart to wear a helmet, I agree. Sarah looks kind of interesting. It reminds me of the dried lake beds in a different region, but I don't know, find the terrain a bit weird. Okay. There is a single tavern here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go get a meal. I don't have any food on me right now, and my stamina is depleting rapidly. I'm going to cast stamina twice, and then I'm going to go and have a chat with him. We're going to ask him for some stew that'll invigorate us. Talk to her. Any news? So, the mercenary mages cut a deal with the apothecaries. Okay, so mercenary mages are now allied with the Archaeologist Guild. That's fine. Talk to her. What else we got? Smiths of Julianos are out to get Glenpoint. So Julianos is on bad terms with Glenpoint at the moment. Let's see here. We are now going to travel to the Graven Pit. Well, actually, is there anywhere else to go? First of all, let's go to this town. It's only 2 hours away. See if we can sell a bunch of junk, maybe. That might be nice. Start my journey. What do we got? Giants. Always more. And a hunter. I guess bears. I'm just guessing that there'll be a bear. Whenever there's hunters, there seems to be bears. I'm going to back off for a second, and we're going to hit these guys with the bell. So, there's my bell of wildfire. Okay, there. That giant just burned to death. The other two are probably taking a small amount of fire damage. Not much else. I just wanted to get the one that was already hurt, which I did. Seems to be going well. That'll do. This hunter doesn't seem to be doing much, which is hilarious. One giant down. Yeah, this giant had a lot of health. All things considered. Purified water. More dragon scales. No big deal. Let's save the game. Because we are going to continue our way back. King of Worms. Hopefully there's some food I can buy in this next town. That would be nice. Let's see. How far am I? That's an interesting question if you consider the game to be linear. But I'd say, what, 80 hours in? Something like that? How long have I spent? I don't know. 90 hours? 100 hours? Somewhere around there? I mean, it's still just one ongoing playthrough. Done with the main... No, the main quest is ongoing. Currently, we have this this soul. This little box here is the Lich's soul, and we're bringing it back right now. You have spare weapons? Oh my, yes. I keep spare daggers in my inventory. Speaking of which, let's put this broken dagger away and grab a new dagger ready to go once this used dagger breaks. This bow is worn, but we have an extra one. No, we don't have an extra one? Huh. Okay then, apparently we're using our backup bow right now. So we will have to deal with that at some point. That's kind of important. Oh well. No big deal. Alright, we got fish. And meat. Very good. Everything looks good. I'm gonna buy this extra cloak. remember that repairs aren't instantaneous, so I tend to wait and get my stuff repaired in Tasso Parrot. I already have new gauntlets that are waiting for me, fully repaired in Tasso Parrot. Yes. Double checking. Yeah, it's fine. We got everything we need from this particular store. There should be 2 more stores in this little square. Yeah, you can see all 3 of them. And they all do relatively the same thing. But we're gonna sell to this guy if we can. Just the elven items we don't really care about. Likewise, the steel, dwarven, mithril, everything but Daedric. We want to just sell these peasants. Yeah, keep the Scholar's Guide to Nymphs, that's pretty important. But sell everything else. Now, more fish. Fine. Some arrows, bandages. More fish. So it looks like we will be good on the food situation, that's for sure. But let's see, we got one more store to look at before we head on out. It's this one. The 3-shelf store, no problem there. Buy a fish. We could get a Daedric short sword if we wanted to. Not going to buy one, but it's something we could definitely get. Let's have a talk with this guy. No, not worth it. I was thinking about grabbing something here, but there's no point. We're gonna go over to, I think it's another square. The 3 more general stores. That's fine. No problem. More opportunities for good things to be sold. We don't know until we actually come across these. It's like a episode of Pawn Stars or something. Oh boy. Joking, of course. Let's see here. Nothing. Salted fish. The Daedric Claymore. We use long blades. That is the 2nd most powerful sword in the game. Buy the bandage there. Grab another formal cloak, just in case. Upstairs, check the back stock. Fish. Okay, we've got 2 more to check out. Yes. So, this one seems to have a lot of trash. Did I watch the presentation on Cinematic Trailer Day? No, I did not watch Cinematic Trailer Day. Cinematic trailers have never interested me. I just looked at the list of things that were announced, shrugged and said, okay. Come back when there's gameplay footage. Thanks. As people are scribbling down, speculation video! And here's everything we know about this! I don't care. I've lived long enough to where I don't care about cinematic trailers. They have no value to me. And although for marketing people, you know, it's very important, but I've spent enough time doing marketing to know that the dead hedgehog is an appropriate metaphor. Alright. Let's go this way. Yep. We're out of here. We're done. Done. Yep, 4-hour journey in this direction. Let's see, we should be good on food. Yes. Have some meat. And have, yeah, there we go. Meat is good. The travel continues. Gotta get down to have a chat with the King of Worms. No. We are not hunting because we bought food. We go to a store like a civilized person. We don't hunt for our food. But you can get 9 pieces of food all at once. Yes, food that spoils quickly, too. There's no way to salt the meat. I was gonna say, the Outer Worlds DLC looked alright, I guess. I suppose I could install that when I go back to replay the Outer Worlds for my second playthrough. I just haven't been too excited at that prospect, to be honest. Let me see something. I'm curious. I'm checking the... Yeah, it does need mod support, for sure. Salutations, may Akatosh bless your journey. Oh, and an arcade priest as well. There's an Akatosh priest over there. There's an arcade priestess over here. The arcade priestess is top tier. She should get some sandals, though. Something for her feet. I enjoy the overall outfit. I just think shoes would be in order. Anyway, let's get going. Yeah, I looked at the Outer Worlds mod list right now, and the mods are all texture replacers. A couple minor, like, altered save game mods and stuff like that. Nothing special. Alright. It's funny because if they allowed people to just tinker with the Outer Worlds using the Unreal Engine dev kit, it would be so much of a better game just by virtue of people releasing adventures and things like that. You know, like different dungeons and stuff. Just let players go loose and add content. I mean, it's completely possible to add in hooks for modding using Unreal and just let the players use the Unreal Engine dev kit to make the mods themselves. You don't even have to design your own modding tools. That's the crazy part. You just need to have open-ended hooks so that the player can inject their content into the game, basically. Give them a couple, like, level-making templates. Yes. It honestly does look like they just released the Outer Worlds and kind of forgot about it. I mean, I get it. Their development time has gone into the DLC. And that's immediately what they did after releasing it. Like, this is how we're going to keep you employed. Because you are immediately, as soon as the game is released, going to start producing DLC. That's how we're going to pay your salaries. Is with the DLC. Ladies used equipment. Very good. I can't wait to get my hands on that ladies used equipment. Terrible idea. Buy arrows? Yes. We're just going to go ahead and sell everything here. Everything that's extra, like ebony pauldron. Iron gauntlets are broken. Don't care then. Yeah. Looking at everything, we've got a lot of extra loot that I'm looking over all my outfits to see if anything's kind of worn. Anything that is less than new, we're going to get rid of. I'm just kind of skimming over it. Yeah, this cloak is slightly used. It gets gone. I don't see anything else appropriate for sale. Wait, a holy dagger and prayer beads. Yes, more prayer beads. Fine. I didn't realize we had prayer beads there, but it doesn't matter to me. Okay, that'll do it. What else is here? Don't think we have anything else we need to pay attention to at the moment. Got all our food, which is great. Pants are almost new. Get rid of those. Surcoat's almost new. Get rid of that one. Okay, we're good. 10,000 gold. You are paid in a letter of credit. Very good. Thoughts on vanilla Skyrim? Was fun to play once. Will never play again. I honestly, other than either a Requiem playthrough or Legacy of the Dragonborn playthrough, one of those two overhauls, I am unlikely to revisit the game. Alright. It looks good. We got a decent amount of fish here. Let's go ahead and actually eat some of it. And then we'll go buy that extra fish there, and then we'll proceed onward with our journey there. Don't get me wrong, Skyrim was fun once, but I played so many better versions of it with a variety of mods that I just like it custom tailored to my tastes and what I want in the game. That going back and playing the vanilla game, other than as a novelty, like a short-lived, oh, look at this 4-hour run, haha. No, I don't see myself ever seriously playing vanilla Skyrim again. But it's still a great platform for mods. There are still a lot of good mods for Skyrim. And it's something that eventually I will get back to. Unless a large Beyond Skyrim section releases soon, I'm unlikely to revisit it anytime until then. But who knows? There are quite a few options. I honestly wanted to get into a Fallout 4 playthrough at the same time the new Fallout 76 Wastelanders started, and I just like my computer died around that time, and I just never, the timing was just never right. So I've since kind of moved away from Fallout 76 and the Fallout 4 comparison I wanted to do. We've got tigers. Gotta continue running. Might as well use my lantern so I can say. My lantern, is that a drug? Probably. All right. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Well, I mean, for the longest time you had the console peasants who couldn't play with mods even if they wanted to. And so you constantly had questions like, can this build work in vanilla? Like, no. But the thing is that, thankfully, the Xbox finally did get mods. Now, unfortunately, the mods it has are limited to about 2 gigabytes. So you can't get something large like Legacy of the Dragonborn or any of the major landmass mods. It just won't work. Like, even immersive jewelry is too big to fit on the Xbox, which is unfortunate. However, the Xbox people are much better off than the PlayStation people, who can't even use they can't even use any of the mods that add new assets to the game. They can only manipulate the existing game assets. So truly, the how shall I say, the PlayStation Skyrim players are the lowest level of the peasantry. I was going to say, before I realized midway through that sentence that even worse than that are the Switch users who can't even use that level of modding. No mods for the Switch. You can kind of hack the game by what do you call it? By taking the update.esm file and merging other plugins into it, but that requires more or less jailbreaking your Switch. Not super exciting. Here we go. But then, of course, we'll get the standard. I can't afford a PC, and I have to ask, like, how did you afford your console? I assume at that point you got your console used, you know, at a heavy discount, or it was given to you. Because when people say they can't afford a PC, number one, that usually comes from people trying to go with pre-builts. Oh my. Don't get a pre-built gaming PC. They're gonna rip you off something the tune of about $1,000 over its price. Number one. Number two, the how shall I put this? Yes. Supporting the pre-build mafia. Pretty much, yeah. Not only is it cheap to build a PC, but yeah, I find most often when people say they can't afford a PC, they either misunderstand how much a PC actually costs, or they can't actually afford a new console either. In which case, it is what it is, shrug. No, the concept of peasantry is when someone unironically says things like this, like where PCs cost too much, or you know, like a console is better for one reason or another, you know, like as if I couldn't I couldn't stream the game to my TV and then use my wireless Xbox controller to play it, which I can do. So, you know. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not going to disparage you if you can't afford to buy a, I said, what if you don't have a clue about building a PC and your only option is a pre-made one? I'd recommend going to YouTube and watching some videos. They will actually walk you through building a PC. Seriously. Or, if you have an extra $60 or so, you can go to places like, what do you call them, Micro Center or other places, and what they will do is they will actually go and build the computer for you. You know, again, it costs an extra chunk of money, and you kind of don't want to do that. But, yeah, we got bandits. Oh, God. Wait, they aren't bandits. They're a group of adventurers. And I just attacked one of them because I thought it was a bandit. Said, what makes you think you got all the wisdom of the internet? And, yeah, exactly. People very often will go, I don't know how to do this. Not ever taking the effort to go look at information, which is available in just tons of it. Yep. You said finding a legit Windows license is it its own challenge? Well, yeah. I mean, it is, you absolutely should have your operating system. I was just thinking of something else that anyway, my point is that I absolutely am not opposed to playing on a console. I have got several consoles, just none of them new. I stopped. I feel like the value proposition for consoles died when we hit a point where, like, previously I said, you know what the best thing about consoles are? The best thing about consoles are you can just put in your disc, close the tray, and play your game. No downloads, no setups, no installations. Just put in your disc and play. Don't have to worry about it. Remember those days? Those were the days when consoles had value. It's a damn shame that value was bled away, and now the consoles are just PCs that you can't customize, and that makes me sad. Yes. I mean, I was talking about Shadowrun recently for the Sega Genesis, and this cartridge is especially dirty, but we got Doom. God, this is filthy. I was gonna say we got Doom for the SNES. This one is terrible, by the way. Keeping in mind, I constantly talk about how what do you call it? The ZG Doom and Zandronum are like my go-to Doom ways to play Doom, depending on the mod loadout. And so, this really just weird SNES cartridge is not great, to be honest. But I have a lot of fun, like, with older consoles and stuff like that. I stopped giving a shit about consoles when it like, the one thing it had going for it, which was just put the disc in, play the game. No problem. It's gone now. They destroyed that value proposition with day one patches required to make the game work. Installations and all this stuff. It's like, but that you got rid of the one thing that made consoles better than PCs. That was the one thing that was better. Anyway. Yep. You were in the middle of building a PC and you gave up? What point was it that you gave up? Did you give up on putting the pins in? That's where I find most people tend to screw up. Is it's the little pins for the PC speaker and the like that. Say cable management. Interesting. I'm looking inside my PC because it's got a glass panel. I'm like, my cables are fine. But I'm using an EVGA power supply. My SATA cables weren't a big deal either. It depends on your case. It really depends on your case. But yeah, cable management was never a problem. I admit that my first couple PCs were messy as hell in terms of cables, but they still worked despite being messy. I'm looking at grabbing the long shirt of Wildfire. That'll do it. Exactly. The worst thing that can happen if the cables are messy, in theory, I might have overlooked something, but it might impede airflow slightly. I say slightly, as in it probably will do nothing. But no, I only have good cable management now because I have these slips that just go over the cables, and they're just kind of all in a big cluster. So they might be messy, but they're messy inside of a black slip, like a little sheath. And so I don't have to look at them. I just see what looks like a big black cable, and that's basically it. It's just a bunch of little cables inside a sheath that I don't have to look at. Yep. Ooh, it's a sleeve that goes over them. Illusion 100. Pretty much, yeah. See here. Alright, where are we headed right now? Okay, we are here. We're headed to this town. We're gonna sleep there and for the rest of the night, and then resume our journey south. We have to get to the King of Worms and deliver this soul. The big box on my screen is the damn guy's soul. But yeah. But yeah, the way my PC is set up right now, I have a Steam Link in the other room. So if I want to sit down in front of the TV and just play something, I can do that just by switching the input on the TV over to my Steam Link, and I can stream the games from my PC over the local network to my TV. And I just sit in front of it with a controller, just like... I actually have a Steam control in the other room, so I'm, it can do the mouse movements. My point is that I can have that that quote-unquote console experience with my PC with my gigantic Steam library. Like, oh boy. Before we started getting so many CD keys, how's the lag with Steam Link? Over the local network? No problem. Yeah, I've had no issues, but I have a good router. Honestly, most people should invest in better routers if they're going to do any kind of local stuff, but my router's set up for gigabit internet, so it has to be good. Put it like that. If anyway, let's. So looking at this, yeah, I'm just looking at my my list here. Go, capitalism 2, capitalism 2. Looking at all the different thingamabobbers. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so what we got here with my my Steam profile, which contains absolutely no degeneracy. I have 1,065 games. I'm sure I'll play at least, like, I don't know, 600 of them? Something like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, put that away. Sorry, I'm trying to put it away. Put it. There we go. Ooh. You said you played on console your whole life until you saw Legacy of the Dragonborn, which inspired you to build a PC. That's cool. Look, I totally get it. If you can't afford like a brand new console at a new console launch, you probably can't afford a PC either. They're about equivalent. So if you buy like a used console kind of toward the end of the generation and you're getting it cheap, I could see how that would be, like that's cheaper than buying a PC or building a PC, I should say. I'm just saying that you get people who will proclaim that a new PC is too expensive. Then they'll go out and buy a brand new, whatever the newest generation console is and spend as much money. I'm just like, yikes. That's a thing you did. Okay. Now, we are gonna rest here. I have a chat with this guy. There you go. Room for the night. Let's check out these. I don't know what this area is like. That's the exit. So, the rooms are here. Just single bedrooms. That's not exciting at all. That's not exciting. Closet. The big closet, come to think of it. 2 more closets. Rooms are awful. More closets. Okay, this room I might stay in. Hello, miss. Argonian, do you have a minute? I was cleaning my house recently. I found this wand. Some old runes etched. I'm not brave enough to test it myself, are you? Yeah, I'm stupid. Let's do it. Thank you. Just test it. So, before she finished, the artifact breaks in your hands. The wand is already crumbled to pieces. All you can do is return to her. Yes. Very good. So, I've been teleported to a dungeon, a laboratory, and, what region am I in? Same region. I'm still in Mornoth. But I've been stuffed into a dungeon. So, there's a... Oh, liches and evil wizards. Great, great. Well, I pacified the lich, at the very least. However, these guys are going to take a bit. I have to find the exit. Looks like the lich has agreed not to interfere in this fight between wizards and lizards. That should be a new game. Wizards and lizards. Just, yes. I'm gonna rest here. Damn it, lich. Tiger! Uppercut! Why are the tigers attacking me? Okay, so I'm getting Warm Ashes encounters. Yes, I'm getting Warm Ashes encounters inside the dungeon because Warm Ashes hasn't figured out that I got teleported to the dungeon. It thinks I'm outdoors. Isn't that exciting? We're gonna have to have a chit-chat with Kamer most likely about this unfortunate situation. This is a mod-related bug, not a, yeah. It's just a mod-related bug, not a Daggerfall Unity bug. Alright. I'm gonna stab. Damn wizard. Yes. Paralyzed. We must immediately use the unrestrainable one symbol. I'll take this guy down. Very good. Now we rest. Alright. I'll mount your head of bandits and everything, yes. See, we've encountered all the enemies now. The whole bandit camp there. Because of what's going on, yes. That's exciting. Let's see how this works. So, interesting. This is one section. Yes, bandits attacked me. You feel somewhat bad. Willpower draining poison. Right. It is kind of hilarious, but also irritating. Very irritating. But yeah, there's gotta be a way for it to check. I mean, I don't expect... Warm Ashes is is in the midst of being updated. Paralyzed again. Ow! Damn it. Okay. Wildfire. What the hell? That is not right. Alright, we're gonna use the Force Bolt. We paralyzed him. So I'm paralyzed, he's paralyzed, we're staring at each other, and it's okay. It's okay. No problem. He's dead. I destroyed him with Wildfire. Wildfire is such a great ability. I'm still paralyzed, mind you. But it's okay. Yes. What's up? You're paralyzed too? Oh no. Let's see here. Yes, the drinking's automatic. And not handled by that. I'm gonna wait here for a second. Yeah. No big deal. Okay. We are now... Wait, we can't wait because there are enemies nearby. Hilarious. Water skin. Yes. Yeah. Open MW type thing for Oblivion. They're working on that. It's going to take a while, but, you know, you look at, what do you call it? You look at what they've already done with the plugins, and I think it's, I mean, it's completely possible to do. It's just that you have to understand they don't have the game Oblivion or the game Skyrim programmed. Currently the engine is, you know, people are working to make it view the assets, but it's in the early stages. You know, you can walk around Breezehome and everything, and like, okay, well, that's great. Just shows how little the game has changed. There are some parts of it that don't load properly, like the Forge, for instance. You know, you look at the Forge and you can see like where the cutscene's supposed to like kick in for the smelter and everything. But otherwise, it works. The frame rate is what you'd expect. I found that most developers for Morrowind have terrible PCs. I'm not saying all of them do, but I'm saying like most of the people in the community who tend to be working on Morrowind have just like really low-end PCs there. But yeah, I mean, all the objects exist. You can mouse over them. It's just that they don't have... There's no such thing as havoc physics in this engine. So, you know, there you go. This is Morrowind. They just grabbed all the assets from Skyrim and stuck them in the game. As you can see, the water doesn't exist. Not in the same way. Yeah. The OpenMW engine. Open sourced Morrowind. Yes. Loading area. Bit by bit. I mean, all of the bits and bobs on the tables work. Yes. You wouldn't mind just stuffing Skyrim into Morrowind? Did you say it's a better game with better mechanics? I would disagree on certain parts, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. I contemplated. I've actually toyed around with playing more Oblivion, but the game is so unstable with any kind of mods that I'm just like, no thanks. All right. Anyway, we just need to hang out for another minute before the paralysis wears off, or use a charge of our thing, but I don't want to. Let's see if we have any more free action potions. Suppose, yeah, I do have. I'll use a free action. That's fine, I guess. We're gonna take off the heavy cloaks. Oh, hello, Mr. Sorcerer. He tried to paralyze me, but I have free action on it, so it won't work. By the way, oh, map, here we go. A circle. Check that out later. So, this over here is supposed to be a house for someone who is a dungeon dweller. They were originally going to have houses inside of dungeons using this module. It never got implemented, so this door doesn't do anything. Kind of funny. Twice he tried to paralyze me. Bastard that he is. Go force bolt. Ah, he's paralyzed. Very good. That's how it works. I'm gonna kind of run past that. That is a extremely painful enemy. I kind of don't want to fight right now. Yeah, so I see where I ended up. Really enthused about that either. Gonna climb down. Yes. Oblivion is one of the jankier games. Not as janky as Redguard, mind you. But, yeah. Damn, those steps are not normal. So we're up here, there's a pit where everyone was gonna fight. That's something. I'm ignoring them. As nice as this fighting has been, I do need to get to the dungeon entrance first and foremost. Before I do anything else. And a lich. Of course it's a lich. Huh. Where is the dungeon entrance? Where can I get out of here? Where can I... How do I get out of here? You can see their first action is to immediately cast a series of spells and paralyze me. These enemies are quite beefy, actually. A little frightening. Don't worry about it too much. Here. That is not the exit. Just more people trying to paralyze me. That loops us back around here. We have made a full loop now. That's kind of funny. Different section. Different enemy. Immediately struck. How many bolts of lightning were the... Holy crap! Zap, 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 zap. I'll be taking your money, thanks. Okay. Yeah, it's all just liches. Liches, liches, liches. So many liches. Like, that wand was nothing but trouble. I agreed to take the wand, but... My god. Can you try this wand out? Yeah! Sends me to... A lich-infested hellhole. That's great. That's just great. I mean, I could always just console command myself out of the dungeon, but I'm trying to find it legitimately, you know. So, here we are. Unfortunately, it's all wizards and liches. See? Liches. There. I pacified a lich, not the lich. Let's see. There's the dungeon entrance. Okay, we're here. We're here at the dungeon entrance. I'm gonna put away all my stuff, and then I'm gonna start killing liches. I just need... Well... I just need to find the entrance. I didn't feel comfortable wasting my resources trying to kill lich after lich after lich, only to, you know, end up with this particular situation. Right. That should do it. Yeah, we should be good now. Ow, ow. Look how many liches there are here. Oh no. Oh no. Purification. Okay. All right. I mean, Wizards and Lizards is our current working title. All right, we paralyzed that one. Try grabbing the next one. Come on, lucky roll, lucky roll. Good. Yep, lucky roll. We did it. We successfully paralyzed both liches without delays. Excellent. Most excellent. Oh, it helps to have a map. Found a fortress. Oh, it's in the fortress location, but hey. Money and the alchemy ingredients are also good. Jeez. So much alchemy. Immediately thinking of Dogecoin now. Such alchemy. I think this is a lich that was pacified. Yeah, this one's pacified. He may be hostile later when it wants to re-roll my speech skill, but for now, he doesn't want to fight. Means we should kind of loop around here. That's funny. It's funny that that wizard wants to fight me. However, we're going to go back to the entrance. Yeah. We are going to set an anchor here now. We've already used our anchor to get back to this region in the first place. No, can't select it. Yes. And let's go into the step. Paralyzed. Always paralyzed. How many free actions do we have? We have no free actions left. We have to use the common supplement. Means we can promptly get re-paralyzed almost instantly. Oh, my water skin's been drained. I no longer have any water. Actually, not a good situation. Another map. Yeah, some tombs. It helps to have one of those maps. Alright, well, I think after we kill this guy, we're going to head on out. Because we're getting hurt a lot. And other than the pig children, I don't think we're getting, yeah. But we have to take this soul back to the King of Worms. Currently, he's just kind of floating as a disembodied head next to me. But, yeah, we have to deliver him. We just kind of got sidetracked by, well, getting forced into a dungeon. Oh, boy. That'll do it. Let's stay here and rest for a moment. Worst case scenario. Yeah, we leave the dungeon immediately. Alright. You should have slept by a fire, it says. Really? I should have slept by a fire? If you brought a water skin, you might be able to keep cool. Well, I've got a few of those. Yeah. We'll grab 3. We got a... Whoop. A werewolf? Really? Multiple werewolves? A pack? Pack? Damn. A werewolf down? Kind of garbage at what you're doing, werewolves. Seriously. You are terrible. Terrible at this. Last one. You're just as bad as the others. They are all defeated. Grab their money. Grab their alchemy ingredients. Ooh, a short shirt with unknown powers. I wonder what it does. I think it uses force bolts. So when our wand breaks, we will have the ability to kill liches. Still, with force bolt. This is good. This is very, very good. Alright, let's figure out where we need to go. We'll start off here. 2 hours away. God, was this dungeon right next to the town the whole time? Yes. Yeah, the dungeon I got teleported to. Stop right there, give me your gold. Aw, we're gonna have to fight a bandit. A bandit and harpies, apparently. Swarmed all over by harpies. Should have known. Wildfire! Okay. A few of them should be taking, fire damage, as you can see. Oof. Pain is real. Thief is dead. Very good. Heal true. Harpies in the air. What really annoys me is when I kill a harpy that's in the air, its corpse doesn't fall down. It just kind of floats wherever it died. Oh, never mind. Did in that case. Sometimes, unreliably, it floats in the air. Okay? But the one time I want to show it off, and I try it, that's when it works properly. Because, you know, you can't show off anything without life giving you a curveball there. Ooh. Yes. Okay, so we are here. Go to the Dirty Stag and have a chat with the nice young lady who gave us the wand. How nice of her to have us test the wand and teleport us to a dungeon filled with liches. All right. My word, Argonian, I've been worried sick since I saw you warp off into the great unknown. Where did it send you? Did you get out? Oh, how awful. Thank you for setting my mind at ease on both counts. If it helps, I have this money set aside from you. For you? Oh, 505? Okay. There we go, then. We've done it. Fortunately, it's still late, so we need a room. Hello, sir. Room for the night. Room is free for a night such as you. Damn right it is. Refill your water. Of course. Of course. I'm gonna sleep here, thank you very much. Alright. Obviously, stamina. And, yeah, we should be fine. We just need to cast light a bunch more. Jumping. Light. That should be fine. big deal. You are healed. Illusion skill increased, of course. 6 a.m. Good time to go. Head on out. Yes. People ask, like, why do you always jump on the bed? I don't know. Look at my jumping skill, 94%. It's called intensive training every night. I know some other people that do intensive training every night. No, it's not funny. Let's continue out here. Oh, it's raining! Everyone wants to get soaking wet. There we go. So we are going to head on down south. We need to meet the King of Worms soon. Eat the meat. Eat the bread. Very good. Yes. There's an archaeologist. Oh, thank goodness there's an archaeologist guild here. I was out of free actions. This is fine. This is fine. Hello, sir. I needed to speak to you. Potion seller? Sell me potions. Damn it. Okay. Heal true. Yes. We're just buying potions. Very good. Cure poison. Purification. Heal true. Restore power. True. Stamina. Wish we had more stamina potions than that. Barely running into any stamina potions. Heal true. Healing. Heal true heals for more than healing does. Purification the most. Healing. Strength, restore power. Yeah, but where's the free action? Where's my free action potion? Now, I'll gladly buy the healing potions. I'm just annoyed at the lack of free action. Restore power, purification. There's 2 free action potions. That took a while. Okay, restore power, healing, thank God, another free action. Hopefully, we can pretty quickly go through here. Maybe get another free action? Yeah. Apparently not. Yeah. That's it. That's all we're getting. Hello, sir. I need to identify this shirt. Anything else in the wagon? No, just the shirt. Yeah. I assume it's a force bolts, yes. Show me the wagon. Bar silence. Oh, that's much worse. That is much worse. Okay. Yes, I figure a lot of people will be able to, who were previously unable to get into Daggerfall, should be able to with the character builds there. The game is as easy or as hard as you want it to be based on how you build your character. And let's just say there are, it gets a bit dumb. There are other people who will say, no, put it all into strength. Like, that can work by about level 7 or 8. Until then, you're in for a world of pain, though. Let's see here. Paul. Going in this direction. Very good. Yes, land is a dangerous place. Stay on the roads if you can. No big deal. We're leaving. got to get to Scourge Barrow and meet the King of Worms. Get this job done. No, we're not hunting any birds. Continuing. Like, hunt this animal. It's a event of opportunity. No thanks. Yes. We're on our way to meet with the King of Worms in Scourge Barrow. Unfortunately, we got giants and bears. Giants and bears. I'm going to use wildfire. Bell of wildfire. Another couple rings of the bell. One toot on this whistle will send you to a... What? No. Okay. One bear dead. The giant's dead. The wildfire burns their souls away, bit by bit. You have to believe the power of the wildfire. Come on. How tanky was that giant? 12 arrows. 12 arrows went in the giant. Plus, he got hit by the side effect of wildfire and didn't go down. So I was like, don't like this too much. Definitely hotter than I thought it was going to be. There's a little trick I can do here. This. What happened to the collar? The collar opens. Doesn't look like it, but it is open now. Yes. The tie is actually holding it together, but then the collar is unbuttoned, which is can look very sloppy from an angle, but is absolutely better when it's freaking hot. As it were. I question this tweet. I really... Can someone explain this to me? I don't understand. That like every anime ever or something? Alright. Oops. Hostile encounter, try to avoid. I cannot fathom what's going through her mind when she typed that. Yes. Okay. Looks like we don't need to stop here. We're in a good enough condition we can just eat the meat and see if there are any shops in town. There are no shops in town. Screw it. Might as well just head straight into the Dragontail Mountains up there. To Dragontail. Wait, what? Okay. Right across the border is a manor. Let's see. A couple manor houses. There's an orchard. Garum Place. Yes. That was a bot interpretation. Well, she's not a bot. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what was going through her head when she typed that. Go. Come on. Pluck my arrows out of the corpse. Archery is going very well for this character. I am the master of archery, actually. Can't master more than one thing. No. That's just how it is. Oh, we're in a weird situation. Hold on. We're cold. We are too cold. So I should wear a thicker cloak. Like this one. Also, switch up to a... Yeah, so... The metal armor leaches the warmth from your body. Oh, great. That's exciting. Everyone wants to know that your armor is eating away at you bit by bit. Okay, we're switching out then. Cloak and cloak. Along with heavy shirt. Heavy shirt. And... Well, that should do it, I guess. Yeah, we're good. We should probably have something else. A fish. Not hungry. Let's go. Right. I've been following the development of this one indie game. It's kind of interesting. It looks heavily Daggerfall inspired, but all the actors, like all the character sprites, are done by people in behind a green screen, and he's actually bringing in actors to dress up and then become the characters in a game that's like Daggerfall inspired. So instead of drawing the sprites, he's actually photographing people to become the sprites, more or less. Like, it's kind of hilarious. But like they're full-on medieval cosplaying in front of a green screen, basically. Hostile encounter, try to avoid it. Failed to avoid, and it's a vampire. Oh my god, vampire. That was the joke. Oh my god, vampire. Yes. Okay, she's probably gonna shoot a green ball. Yep. Photo sprites, like Mortal Kombat. Well, Mortal Kombat's a little bit different. But yeah. Alright. We defeated her. No problem. We're gonna use stamina. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put his Twitter up if you're interested in the development of like a Daggerfall-like game. Is funding the development of the game on the Patreons. He's getting like $300 a month, something like that. Not a lot, but definitely beats a second part-time job. All right. You're in a not a great situation. Like, imagine being paid the amount that a really, really tight on hours part-time job would pay you, which is to do your hobby. That is actually a really compelling concept. Almost like what do you call it? Like, playing video games, making YouTube videos. Yeah, he just posts screenshots of his game for now. Checking something. There we go. Let's see, you don't understand the quest system? Well, the quest will tell you where you need to go. And you look on your map, and on your map you can always be like, I need to go to, you'll just be like, okay, so I'm here, I need to find Scourge Barrow, and it's down there, 16 hours away. Should I travel there? Not right now, but it's pretty much that. So if the quest tells you, go to Scourge Barrow, you just go in your find box and find Scourge Barrow. That simple. Now, where most people have trouble are in the dungeons. The dungeons. That's, but you should probably get yourself teleportation magic to handle that. Maybe use the Archaeologist Guild to your advantage. Several ways. Gold is slowing you down. Well, I better... There we go. Top quality. 1 pauldron. Good enough. Where are the shoes? There are the shoes. Tedious travel... yes, tedious travel absolutely helps with leveling up and getting loot, because you'll come across packs of bandits and they might have loot. You'll fight packs of enemies and, obviously they have, it'll raise your weapon skill. But remember that tedious travel takes time, like actual game time that you would be otherwise exploring dungeons or wandering around town. Why don't you use the terrible looking enemy health bar mod? Because it's terrible looking. That's pretty much it. You want a nice big bright bar above enemies' heads. Looks pretty awful. If it were part of the user interface, I wouldn't mind as much, but like they're basically floating in the world over the enemies. Like, this looks out of place. Eh. By the way, this is Daggerfall Cheesecake. Oh, for the rest of the game, this lady will be constantly in the middle of undressing. Daggerfall is legendary for its cheesecake. Alright, well, we are tired. And it is getting late. So we should probably head over to the tavern. Silver Dagger. Hello, sir. Room for the night? Yes. Hello, miss. Any news? We'll go in the Marine Nights. I don't care about you guys. Sleep here. The best part? None of this matters. Ooh. Yes, the real people being sprites are cool looking. I agree. Let's... Yeah, the game is definitely interesting. Let me go down this list here. See. Still scrolling down. There's a specific image I wanted to show off with that. Ooh. I'm getting way too creative with that, of course. But, no, I was looking for a very specific image. Like, here. This is an example of the game's, like, sprites there. Like, this is an actor, a real-world actor who got turned into a 2D sprite for a Daggerfall-like game. Shit like that. They're just real people in the video game. So, yeah. And, how do I best put this? You've turned Joe into a sprite. Yeah, well, the idea is he pays these people to come dress up in front of a green screen, and he films them doing, you know, various poses. And then just with some minor work, turns that into an actual game sprite. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, you look at it and you have to admit that it is quite Daggerfall inspired, the way it looks. Why not that? It's a different button there. Yes. There we go. Okay. That'll do that. But yeah, if you want to follow the development of this game, you can see the details there. Okay. Should be good to go. No, we are not. Another hour. Hour? 8 hours? Hold on. We've got a monster here. Got a monster. Here we go. Here's the monster. So, as you can see, the monster is here. Okay. Ale is starting to say, hey, what are you doing? But the purring is on right now. Yes. Okay. Yeah, he just went. Rah. Yeah, you can't hear him because of the noise compensation, but his he absolutely. I don't know what you're doing with that paw. Yes. Are you trying to leave? Oh, okay. He told me. Told me with his voice that he's trying to leave. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move that, set him up there, and then we'll do this. This is the food. And see? Yes. Okay. There you go. Not my cat. The neighbor's cat. Yet he decides to live here. He's... Hey! Knock stuff over with your tail. tail is an indication of his true feelings. And because I'm putting too much energy into the cat by petting him, his tail starts thrashing. But yeah. Let's go. There. He's like, no, don't pick me up. Don't pick me up. Okay. We relocated him. The chair there. Okay. That'll do that. We are 7 hours in. Continue now. Not 7 hours into the game. We're just we have rested here for 7 hours. More than 7 hours, of course. The cold is slowing you down. Whatever shall we do? Shall we put on cloaks and pretend like the cold isn't a thing? We're fine. Alright, we need to head on down to Scourge Barrow. When I say Scourge Barrow, I actually mean... let's see, I'm trying to find a nearby town. Venom Court's a decent one, I think, but let's go over to the Fox and Scorpion Hostel. 14 hours away, no problem there. Ooh. Okay. Continuing, wait. I have no idea what you just said, Zhakaron. That doesn't make any sense. Ah, yes, memes. Glorious internet memes. What's the area in the middle of the region is a different region. Yes, it's a completely different region. It's not selected. Here we go, though.
Are you seriously watching porn by yourself?
No! I'm with the science team!
There you go. Okay, then. Memes. Alright, hostile encounter, try to avoid. Yeah, that was a special that was a special sort of meme. It's the lady going, are you really watching porn by yourself? Something like that.
Are you seriously watching porn by yourself?
No! I'm with the science team!
Half-Life. Yes. Half-Life scientists. Perfect. Perfect. I'm just thinking about how Half-Life 2 tried to give a name to the scientists and people in Black Mesa when Half-Life 1 was painfully generic. So Half-Life 2 kind of forced in a lot of names and things like, I don't remember you. I don't remember you at all. All right. Okay, salted fish. No one cares about the salted fish. No one. Right. Bears and Spriggans, oh my. taking time, it shouldn't. Bear is dead. There's one more bear approaching this way. Should be able to kill it before it reaches us. 4 arrows, 5 arrows, 6 arrows, to 7 arrows. Wow. That is a strong bear. I did not expect that level of strength from the bear. Okay, let's put away like 26 of that. 10 of that. 10 of that. That should do, roughly. Let's go! We're heading to a tavern, which is right outside Scourge Barrow, where the King of Worms is. No big deal. Let's do it. Is there coffee in Daggerfall? Absolutely not. There is ale, beer, and wine. That's it. There, you know, we have water skins as well by the mod, but that's it. Not seen any tea. Any thoughts on Avowed? Doesn't exist. There was a cinematic trailer that showed what? I've seen no gameplay. Therefore, I have no opinion on it. But Zaric, there are 14 YouTube videos titled Everything We Know About Avowed. And you should pay attention to that. All right. Yeah, I do not trust or care about cinematic trailers. It's that simple. Oh. You cited Elder Scrolls like spin-off in the Pillars of Eternity universe? Kingdoms of Amalur time. Here the remake is number. I want to look at that real quick. Ooh, all right. Re-reckoning. Is it? Amalur Re-reckoning. It's here, September 8th. Yes. Any chance on Re-reckoning? Maybe. I'm just curious if it's going to be worse or not. We'll see. Hostile encounter, try to avoid, failed to avoid. Okay. I mean, one of my favorite authors worked on the original. Might be worth streaming the original instead. Depends. Oh, we killed the nymph. Thank goodness. Nymphs drain your stamina until you die. Once your stamina runs out, you are killed in your sleep. Yes. Let's see here. Stretch. Okay. Animal tracks, we're going to avoid that and continue this way. Very good. Let me see here. Fallout 3/New Vegas? Yes. I absolutely plan to do a New Vegas stream when Tale of Two Wastelands hits its next milestone. It'll be in like 3 to 6 months. The idea is they are going to be heavily rebalancing the New Vegas content, because the New Vegas content gets piss easy, and when you've played too much of Fallout 3, you go to New Vegas and everything is super easy because of the lack of scaling. And it's like, but the game is designed to scale. So, yeah, the point is they're going to be rebalancing New Vegas content in the next milestone. At least, like, someone else is working on it. The other people in the Tale of Two Wastelands team are working on Fallout 3 content and, like, overall balance issues. Alright, we got bandits. We got, like, a whole group of bandits here, so we're actually going to use a stamina potion there. And I know you'll have to ask them about Fallout 3 perks. But they're going to completely replace the armor system in Fallout New Vegas with the Fallout 3 armor system, because when it comes right down to it, I'm not talking about like costumes or anything. I'm talking about actual, how tanky you are based on, what your armor value is and how it functions. They're completely. They've obviously brought over the reputation system from New Vegas into Fallout 3's factions, but they are also changing a lot of the mechanics of New Vegas to be more like Fallout 3, because it's going, like, the Fallout 3 is a better balanced video game for combat, whereas New Vegas is a better RPG, and so they're trying to synthesize the two into one game. Anyway, Gil Tonto. There were a lot of inconsistencies in the older version when you went from one place to the other, and were just a living god by the time you finished up, your normal Fallout 3 content. So, let's see here. Are you sure it was a direct upgrade? If you made it significantly harder, you made the game significantly harder, a damage threshold is actually doesn't sync up well. Put it like that. Again, it works better. It just depends on what you're going for in terms of balancing the game. Because a damage threshold's like, oh, I'm taking no damage at all because it isn't strong enough to puncture this armor. It makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. But does it translate into the video game well? Exactly. DT is incredibly overpowered in combination with DR. That's what I'm saying. From a from the perspective of a video game, DT is honestly broken, especially if you get it to high levels. And yes, with DR, Like, remember that Fallout 3 and New Vegas content have to coexist, or one aspect of it has to be replaced. Currently, they coexist, and it breaks. So, yeah, I get it. Your perspective is from, semi-realism. Like, I get it. I understand it, and I respect that point of view. I'm just saying that they are balancing the game differently, and their focus is more on difficulty. This is for people who have completely done everything there is to do in Fallout 3 and New Vegas and want more. Not for an idealized version of it. Anyway, room, yes. God, look at the frame rate. This is incredible. Incredible frame rate. Immersive. It's a cinematic experience. It's the tavern. The tavern is causing issues. Yes. Someone snooping around the tavern. There's a bounty hunter hide. Bounty hunter did not find you and has left the area. Very good. Very good. We don't want a bounty hunter chasing me down. Now, the real question here is, can I leave the tavern now, please? And we'll head over to see the King of Worms. I don't know what's going on with this particular tavern, though. I'm outside. Look at Smooth. Smooth! That tavern, there's something going on in there. Gonna ignore it, however, and eat a couple fish. Then we gotta go down to Scourge Barrow. We're damn close. We're damn close. But yeah, the important thing to understand is that the newest version of TTW is going to focus on balancing it as a game first. There, obviously, all of the RPG elements will remain as far as stats and skills and reputation. In fact, they backported again the Fallout New Vegas reputation system into Fallout 3's factions. But, despite them not really changing that, they're going to be focused on balancing the game as a game, specifically a first-person shooter, more or less. It's something where the game will be harder for all involved. All right. Now, here we are. Very good. We're climbing down. This is the giant dungeon. Completely forgot about it. Zombies! I was here recently, and my Daedric bow broke. Great. Can we equip everything quickly? We have a dagger that's almost broken, a bow that is broken. We have a second dagger that's in new condition, so we're not in that bad a state. It's just, oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, if they implement scaling properly, you probably won't be running into that many level 1 enemies to begin with. The dreaded things a lot of people hate about it, about Fallout 3, will get properly implemented to the... Here we go. Hello, sir. I've heard of you, nothing good. Get lost. It all depends. I mean, you have to understand at the end of the day that there's no pleasing everyone. And people who want the game to be specifically, like, entirely focused, like Fallout New Vegas, or more inspired by, say, Fallout 1 and 2. That is probably, those people are probably going to be more disappointed by this particular version they're working on. Whereas someone who came into the series at Fallout 3 and loved everything about Fallout 4 except for the fact that, you know, they kind of gutted the RPG mechanics as far as, and like the story was bad, but like they loved the gameplay, the gunplay and things like that of Fallout 4. Those people are going to be delighted too, most likely, to go back to play Fallout 3 in New Vegas with more of an emphasis on the combat and a consistent curve of difficulty. At least that's the plan. That's what's been expressed to me. Whether it's actually going to end up that way or not is an entirely different matter. Remember that it's impossible to design mechanics like these for everyone. Like, at the end of the day, you're going to have people who are going to not like this thing, and you're going to have other people who are delighted by it. Me, you know, if you wanted to make the game if you wanted to make Fallout 3 entirely like New Vegas, I can see the benefits to that. However, I can also see the reverse being a good thing as well, depending on how you balance things. Obviously, the story's not going to change. The NPCs are not going to change. The you know, the like all the side quests are going to stay the same. It's just that it's an interesting way to balance combat, and it's going to be different. More difficulty focused for the player. And I think that's going to be interesting. And, you know, if you've played to the point where you're, you know, you're max level wearing power armor and you found the game boring because you've mastered it, well, someone like that could go back and play something that's consistently difficult all the way through. You know, someone like yourself who goes and says, well, this breaks my immersion, my suspension of disbelief, my blah, 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 blah. Fair enough, it's not for you. The previous version still exists. No problem. At least that's my understanding of it, based on how they're working. But yes. Did Fallout 3... Well, Fallout 3 had a stupid story. Like, mechanically speaking, Fallout 3 and New Vegas were both great games. Fallout... the karma system didn't make much sense. But, yeah. It's, how do I put this? Said somehow it won a writing award? Well, you have to understand that stupid people can give out awards. It's completely within, like, the purview of dumb people to be able to award other people for doing things. Their decisions, you know. You said it baffles you? Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at... I don't much care for Fallout 1 or 2, to be honest. The combat system was always, and keep in mind, I lived through that era of gaming, okay? I put up with the combat that I didn't like in Fallout 1 and 2 in order to play through the story. And I enjoyed creating several types of characters, and, you know, let's be honest here, speech was hilarious because you were able to, blow through all of the game without doing very much. You know, there were a couple times you needed to fight, but for the most part, you could talk your way through. Like, you turn the main conflict of the game into nothing. It was fun messing around with that stuff. But at the end of the day, sitting there and watching as you know, dealing with the turn-based combat, that I never enjoyed that to begin with. So when it came to Fallout 3, and I was able to get out of that that turn-based system, I loved it. And that's when I went from being someone who casually played it and was given the game to someone who was actually a fan at that point. Fallout 3 is what made me a fan of the franchise. I was just kind of a player of the franchise before, not an actual fan. And so understanding that makes my perspective very different from other people's. I see the inconsistencies in the story, which are terrible. I see the lost potential in them not creating their own enemies for the East Coast, because, like, oh, so you're saying rad scorpions and rad roaches and what do you call them? Hold on. Rad scorpions, mole rats, death claws, and super mutants, they're all over here too. How unoriginal are you? But the game's kind of fun. You know, Fallout 3 was a fun game experience, but it's incredibly stupid. It's almost a parody of Fallout's 1 and 2. And you know what? I love Saints Row 4. That's like a parody of itself. It is so dumb that it's fun. And I'm fine with dumb things that are fun. After all, we played Skyrim, haven't we? My point is that the mod I'm talking about isn't going to undo Fallout 3 or New Vegas. If you don't like the changes it does to New Vegas, to my understanding, you'll be able to simply uninstall that particular module of it. In which case, the game will go back to being an unbalanced mess. If you played Tale of Two Wastelands, and you've significantly, you've gone and you've gotten all the DR armor in Fallout 3, and then you go over to New Vegas and there's DT armor. It's just like, oh god, this is unbalanced as fuck. This is terrible. Like, I'm just an unkillable god now because I finished Fallout 3. From that perspective, if you've lived through that, played through it, which I have, I've done multiple playthroughs through both games, and both games combined, it is not well balanced as a video game. And so at the end of the day, some of your favorite things may have to be thrown out. Just don't play it that way. Just play New Vegas on its own. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it, though. I'm almost certain. Anyway, click, and let's have a chit-chat with the King of Worms. I'm gonna turn in the soul of this guy to the King of Worms. Yes, there we go. Well done, Whispers in Shadow. I'm sure the prince will be most cooperative. Please accept this light flail as a token of my appreciation. And in addition, decided it's time for someone outside of Tiber Septim's line to know the truth about the Underking. As you know, Tiber Septim was the first emperor of Tamriel. Toward the end of his wars of conquest, he betrayed his battle mage Zurin Arctus. When Zurin died, his soul refused to leave his body. Something to do with the mysterious Numidium. Since that time, Zurin Arctus has lived on as the Underking. The Underking and his agents have been a thorn in my side for centuries. Just remember, should the Underking regain his mortal body, he would surely throw all of Tamriel into conflict. Very good. So we learned something. Ah, my friend, how are you this day? Yes. We're really quick going to new screenshot. Just creating one here. It's kind of nice. There we go. I just wanted to grab the my friend. Yes, that screenshot there. That's done. All right. Very good. How can I help you, stranger? Wait a second. Ooh, but what about the mid section? It's not green. Look, I'm okay with you being a lizard, but oh, this is confusing. Get out of here. Yes. Getting out of here. We're leaving. I say as I must fight the ghost. Yes. Oh no. Okay, that's the wrong way. We're gonna make a sharp left. And that should lead us out. I hear a skeleton. I'm gonna ignore it and leave. Yes, we did it. We did thing. So happy. You can't think of a single game that's perfect. Oh, I understand that. But I think a big problem is at the end of the day, mod makers are all going to have their own unique vision for the game, for games in general. I think New Vegas needed another 2 to 3 years of development. It's an incomplete game. What it does pretty masterfully. The problem is it spirals out of control to the point where you are you're a god in that game far too quickly. So I do see the inherent problem, like for difficulty-oriented players who don't want to they don't want to ruin the power fantasy necessarily, where you're, building up stronger and stronger stuff. They like the idea of, well, I'm gonna do a big iron only challenge, something stupid like that. They want to mod the game to be something harder, and I think that's one perspective, and it's going to, at the end of the day, ruffle the feathers of the immersion-oriented or at all realism-oriented crowd. It's I think that I don't know. We talked about the Outer Worlds and how they had a couple of the original developers, and they still produced something that was fairly unbalanced. Like, I just think, maybe another 6 months to a year of development just on the Outer Worlds would have produced a better game. Because I didn't hate the story, unlike other people. I was expecting Futurama in space, and that's more or less what I got. Futurama in space. Isn't Futurama already in space? Kind of. A lot of it takes place on Earth. But you know what I mean. I was expecting more or less Futurama quality humor, and I got what I expected. However, the game design of the Outer Worlds honestly fell into a lot of the pitfalls of New Vegas. And it's just like, the challenge isn't there. Sorry, but it really isn't. And so, depending on what type of gamer you are, what type of, what you're looking for. You said the biggest problem in New Vegas is if you level up too much, it's too easy and you become master of everything. Exactly. So imagine if you played through Fallout 3 first on the same character, then you went to New Vegas. Everything, that problem would be exacerbated by the fact that you'd be level 20 when you arrived in Good Springs. See what I mean? And that's why it needs a radical rebalance. Exactly. The higher difficulties just turn enemies into bullet sponges, which doesn't feel good. If anything, if you play Legendary difficulty in Skyrim with the Wildcat mod on, it actually makes everything everything do more damage. You take more damage and enemies take more damage. But yes. You get shot in the face and forget a lot? Yeah. No, Fallout 3 did have a lot of bullet sponginess as far like albino rad scorpions specifically were broken. Like, so Fallout 3 itself does need how do I put this? An albino rad scorpion can kill a deathclaw easily. It's really dumb. Alright. We are done with this part of the quest there. So I'm very happy about this. Let's see. We are going to actually start heading on over to Vatham Court, I think. Ooh. Yep. Yeah, but again, that, like, slowing down your leveling speed too much makes it feel like you're not progressing. I guess that's the best way to put it. Alright. Our dagger broke. We got one more dagger. And then we have to start accessing our wagon. Be fine. We killed the tigers, no problem. No problem. Did I build a new PC? Oh my, yes. I couldn't play Daggerfall on my backup PC. Not with this loadout. But I am running Ubuntu right now, which is Linux. It's Ubuntu, but with the KDE suite. I've got a Windows 10 partition on a different drive that I can use. Sir Helbus is a knight. He's fought his entire life and wanted to die a warrior's death. Please give me this chance to die with honor. So we're gonna fight Sir Helbus. Haven't you heard of Alucard? It's he's from Castlevania. Yes. Okay, fight the knight to the death. Thank you, may our battle be legendary. Very good. So this is Sir Helbus, as you can see. He's an extremely well-defined knight. Very, very shapely. Alright, we're gonna back off. I can't do archery. Damn. I pinched 5 gold pieces during the fight. That is pretty dumb. Alright. I think that what holds up best... Oh, here we go. Yeah, as you strike him down, the knight takes their final breath with a smile. They pass into the afterlife. I think what holds up best about New Vegas isn't the combat at all. I think it is the characters, the overall story. I think that the world itself needed work as well as the combat. The world is obviously rushed. Ooh.